What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Marks. So, of course, I'm back again with another video on the channel today. This time to talk about, of course, some transfer news. And we've got some transfer news. Malick Thiaw, of course, of AC Milan. There's an update on that, which we will talk about in this video today. There is also talk of John McGinn being linked with a move to Newcastle United, as well as, of course, Martin Dubravka being talked about with a move away. So without further ado, let's get into it in this video. So starting off the video, let's talk about, of course, the Malick Thiaw news first. It is coming from Sky Germany and Patrick Berger, not that Patrick Berger, of course, but Patrick Berger of Sky Sports Germany, and he is coming out and saying Newcastle United have confirmed officially submitted a written offer to AC Milan for Malick Thiaw, the 23-year-old defender. The bid is in the region of 30 million euros. Schalke, his former club, will receive 10% of the profit on the deal. Thiaw, of course, according to reports, has already agreed personal terms with Newcastle on a deal until 2029 is in place if, of course, the deal does go through and the offer is accepted by AC Milan. Negotiations are ongoing between the club. However, the new manager of AC Milan, Allegri, is keen to keep Malick Thiaw at the club, and Bayer Leverkusen are also monitoring the situation closely, but we are pushing hard, but it's not done yet, according to the reports from Sky Sports Germany's Patrick Berger. Again, not that Patrick Berger of Liverpool. Let's talk about, of course, the thoughts on that one. Like I've said, it would be a really good deal. Malick Thiaw is a really good player. He would do a lot for it as well. He would fix an area that we are looking to improve this summer. And as things have been going at the moment, it hasn't been great. A lot of times we've been going in for players and then they've been choosing other teams. So, seeing Bayer Leverkusen in there, obviously we can offer, Malick Thiaw Premier League football, Champions League football, but we'll have to wait and see, if he decides he wants to stay or go back to rather the German league, or if he wants to stay in Italy and play for Allegri at AC Milan, or does he want to take the challenge of coming to the Premier League and, trying to see how good he is in this league. We'll have to wait and see on it, obviously. But for me, it's a really good deal, 30 million euros. We're getting 23-year-old player we would be getting, and, 10% profit going towards Schalke. AC Milan are getting a good deal out of this as well. So it's a good deal all round for all involved in the deal, be it ourselves getting Malick Thiaw, if of course the deal is accepted, and Schalke getting a 10%, and AC Milan of course getting their bit out of the deal as well. Moving on to talk about, of course, John McGinn. This one's just come out. It's coming from Simon Jones of the Mail, Craig Hope, of course, of the Mail Sport as well, pushing this, and it's saying that Eddie Howe is keen to add a midfielder to the squad this window, which we know is the case. And Aston Villa captain John McGinn is high on Newcastle's shortlist, according to reports from Simon Jones of the Mail Sport, and of course Craig Hope also reposting this one out as well. The internal discussions are ongoing, but no formal bid has been yet placed, but interest is very high according to the reports. And McGinn's leadership and Premier League experience make him a top target, of course. If we could get him in for a reasonable fee, maybe say about 15 to 20 million for John McGinn, that would be a pretty good deal, I would say. And it would, give us somebody of note in that midfield. But I'm not the biggest fan of John McGinn. I've never really been the biggest fan of John McGinn, to be honest. I don't really see, why people go nuts about him. He doesn't really have anything, to be honest, that would be better than what we've got. And to be honest, in my eyes, Bruno, Sandro and Big Joe are well ahead of John McGinn. That's a given right there. That they're well ahead of the level of McGinn. So if McGinn did come here and Villa were willing to sell him, then he's only going to be, a rotation player. He's only going to be here to come in and out of the squad to allow, rest for players like Bruno and Sandro and Big Joe. So I think we'll need to take that one with a pinch of salt. It could just be, again, like I've said in many videos of late, media speculation, trying to use our name as a way to, increase the value of players. And we've been saying that a lot this window. Let's face it, we've been saying that a lot this window. But let's go on to talk about, of course, departure from the club. Martin Dubravka, he's been here for a long time now. Came to the club, of course, for only 3.5 million. Absolute bargain of a signing when you consider what he's done at the team over the years. Obviously, he had that loan spell away to Man United, which looked like he was going to go to them on the back of that, but then that never paid out. And he ended up coming back. He's done some really good stuff since coming back. Really worked on his footwork as well a lot. But now with the likes of Aaron Ramsdale coming in this window, we've got Nicky Pope, we've got Vlachodimos, who has been, of course, mentioned with a move away as well. And then we've got Gills there, and then the youngsters as well. We do need to obviously offload some goalkeepers, and this one, looks like it is going to be done pretty soon, as Martin Dubravka is being, of course, linked with the move away, and he is, of course, having a medical, according to the reports, with Burnley. Obviously, they've just lost James Trafford to Man City, sold him away there. He was meant to obviously be coming to us, according to reports, James Trafford, but he's ended up going to Man City, and now it looks like Martin Dubravka is going in the direction of Burnley, where he will be, of course, I'm guessing, their number one player. He's only got about a year left. He was in the last years of his contract at Newcastle, so we'll have to wait and see what the deal is on it, how much we're getting in this deal. But looking at it, it looks like a really, really good deal. To be honest, we're getting, a player off of the books that is basically last season being used as a rotation, Nicky Pope, but now that we've got Aaron Ramsdale in there, we don't really need Dubravka, to be honest, in my opinion, because we do have other options there if we do need them. But let us know your thoughts, down in the comments below about everything mentioned. I mean, will AC Milan accept the 30 million euros for Malik 4, or is Allegri's influence, unfortunately, going to be too strong, and is he going to be able to keep him at Milan, or is Malik 4 going to go to maybe the German league and play for Bayer Leverkusen? Who knows? Only time will tell. On the John McGinn side of things, is he the right fit for Howe's system? You can only tell once he comes to the club, to be honest, if he'd fit in or not, yeah. But like I say, if he does come, John McGinn's only going to be a rotation player, in my opinion. He won't get in ahead of the likes of Bruno and Sandro and Big Joe, because they're miles ahead of him in quality, they're miles ahead of him in ability as well. So he's only going to be a rotation player, in my opinion, if we do get John McGinn, and especially the fee that Villa would probably be asking as well, might be a no-go on that deal. And then Dubravka, we don't really need a replacement because we've already got Aaron Ramsdale in on loan with the option to buy from the end of that loan. But, that's something that we do need, is players being let off the books and allowing with some room a bit to, free up that wage bill a bit for players coming in to the club, because we are seeing that you know, we are having problems in the wage department side of things. We aren't being able to offer the wages that these other teams are being able to offer. And I've said my point on that on the live stream today. You know, we don't want to be offering 300, 400 grand a week, because that is when you start getting the mercenary players. And as for the whole Isak situation, I mean, he turned up to the training ground. You've probably seen the videos of him. He just ignored all the fans standing there, fans holding shirts out, you know, wanting to be signed, and he just drives straight past them. I mean, that to me says that he doesn't want to be here any longer. And if that's the case, you know, we should be looking to get the fee that we think is fitted for Isak, and then we should be looking to move him on and looking at getting a replacement in this window, because we don't need a player that's not wanting to be here at the club. And like Eddie has said himself, you've got to earn the right to train with Newcastle United. You've got to earn the right to play with Newcastle United. You don't just get given that privilege. This is a special club, and it's a special project that we are building here, and everybody knows that. And if everybody gets behind that, then that's better for the club going forward. And everybody bar Isak at the moment is behind the project. So for me, we need to get rid of that rotten egg. We need to get rid of that out of the club. We need to get rid of Isak, away from the team, and be looking at getting somebody else in that can do what Isak can do. And unfortunately, at the moment, there's not really that many people around that can do that. But we can't be having somebody disrupting the balance of the team behind the scenes. It's just not on. It's not right. But let us know your thoughts, you know, down in the comments below. As always, remember, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Better lads.